Why is semicolon allowed in this Python snippet? Python does not warrant the use of semicolons to end statements. So why is this, below, allowed?
Python does not require semicolons to terminate statements. Semicolons can be used to delimit statements if you wish to put multiple statements on the same line. Now, why is this allowed? It's a simple design decision. I don't think Python needs this semicolon thing, but somebody thought it would be nice to have and added it to the language.
From 8. Compound statements. Compound statements consist of one or more clauses. A clause consists of a header and a suite. The clause headers of a particular compound statement are all at the same indentation level. Each clause header begins with a uniquely identifying keyword and ends with semicolon. A suite is a group of statements controlled by a clause. A suite can be one or more semicolon separated simple statements on the semiline as the header, following the header's colon, or it can be one or more indented statements on subsequent lines. Only the latter form of suite can contain nested compound statements, the following is illegal, mostly because it wouldn't be clear to which if clause the following else clause would belong. Also note that the semicolon binds tighter than the colon in this context, so that in the following example, either all or none of the print statements are executed. Summarizing.
Python uses the as a separator, not a terminator. You can also use them at the end of a line, which makes them look like a statement terminator, but this is legal only because blank statements are legal in Python. A line that contains a semicolon at the end is two statements, the second one blank.
Semicolon in the interpreter. Having read the answers, I still miss one important aspect of using semicolons, possibly the only one where it really makes a difference. When you're working in an interpreter REPL, the Python interactive shell, idle, and IPython, the value of the last expression is printed to the screen, and usually this is the intended behavior, using an expression for side effects. But in some cases you want to evaluate an expression for its side effects only. For example, see the results of your simulation plotted by Matplotlib. In this case, as you probably don't want to see the screen full of repos of Matplotlib objects that are sometimes returned by a call to a Matplotlib function, and, in IPython at least, one of the possibilities you have is to append a semicolon to the overly verbose statement. Now IPython sees the input line as composed by two expressions, the Matplotlib invocation and a null statement, so that the value of the compound expression is none and nothing is printed to the screen by the interpreter. The other possibility being assignment, as in _equals plot ... but I find that a bit more intrusive. Personal remark. Imho, the use of the semicolon to suppress not desired output in the interpreter has become more relevant following the introduction of the IPython notebook, that permits to save the input and the output, including graphical output, of an interpreter session for documentation and eventual reuse.
If you want to see more, please consider subscribing.